Hello, I'm Annalouise, and today I'm going to touch on when we get triggered by strong opinions, both our own and also other people's. I don't know whether you're the same as me. At the moment, I'm finding there's a lot of strong opinions one way or the other, whether it's about restrictions over COVID or whether it's about American politics or anything else. It feels like there's a lot of separation in our viewpoints. And I'm really noticing what's happening in me with that and my tendency to take sides and to believe in my opinion. Of course, there's nothing wrong with having an opinion. And also I notice what happens in my body when I hold on to something like that too tightly. I can maybe feel the restriction in my chest. I can feel myself creating more separation between another group or another person and myself than there would normally be. And I notice I don't like that. Not only do I not like the feeling, I don't like the truth in it. I don't feel like it's really operating in truth. So I'm wondering, are you noticing that often you have an opinion about things these days? Are you noticing that perhaps you've got more strength and feeling than you have normally? So I say I'm not wanting to undermine strength of feeling, because that can give us power and it can enable us to make change for good. I'm just curious around how we can figure ourselves to serve us best. And the good thing is we can still have an opinion and also maintain our integrity in our body and our openness and our heartfulness and include everyone and everything in that. So let's just imagine for a moment that we're speaking to someone who has a different opinion to us, whatever subject it might be for you. And notice where you habitually go with that. Do you perhaps tend to try and state your opinion more, or do you get curious about their opinion and want to investigate more so that you can understand it more? Or do you find you shut down a bit? What happens in your body? Do you perhaps tip into righteousness? I know I sometimes do. That sense of like, well, of course, what I think is right. I mean, not saying that outwardly, but you're feeling it internally, feeling like my truth is a better truth. It's just so lovely just to give this some space. And what I've been doing with it the last few weeks is inviting myself to connect into the hearts of the other people. So dropping out my story, dropping out the dialogue, and just inviting myself to, can I connect? Can I feel their hearts in this moment? I invite you to do the same in your imagination with the scenario you imagined. And together, let's see what happens. So just take yourself on that journey, inviting yourself to feel the heart of the other. What are you noticing? What I notice is that everything settles more in my system. I feel much more spacious, much more timeless. I feel much less attached to my viewpoint. feel I can hold them and me in a higher order of space, in a more productive space. And I can give time and patience to what wants to be seen and felt. Because I suspect when a lot of us have strong feelings, it's really our hearts that are talking, right? They're just talking through that particular viewpoint or language. And so if we can drop down from that and come directly into the heart, and give space to feel the heartache, the suffering, the intensity, the joy, the vulnerability, the shared humanness. That's where we can feel connected despite our differences and work together to make both our hearts sing. So I invite myself and you, if you have curiosity, to notice over the next week when we start going into strong beliefs and separation, and see what happens if we say to ourselves, let me feel their heart, and see what arises in me when, and you if you want to, when we come from that place. Allowing the deeper unfolding, the deeper wisdom to nourish us. If you've enjoyed this, please do share it with anyone that you think might benefit. And also do subscribe to this channel. And if you liked it, I'd really appreciate you pressing the thumbs up to help support the channel. Wishing you a wonderful day full of love and light and presence in our hearts.